They go live. Which is so useful. Very nice. Okay. Make another go live and schedule stream. Things. Next. Perfect. Love you too, Roxanne. Okay, let's see. And you. Options on. We'll check that this one's live. In Canvas. Output. Good to go. See that thing work as well. All right. I think we have both. Perfect. Oh my God. I feel so technical, even though I just took 10 minutes to set this up. Very nice. All right. Let's go and play some video games so I can just focus on that. Upgrade my speed a little bit. And then go straight into the unknown of making guides so that I have YouTube content for next week, yeah. YouTube for next week because we are going to a Dota event. Okay, actually, I have some homework for myself. I need to record some stuff in Hamburg. I'm going to do this. I'm not going to be a lazy goose like I am every single time and just focus on everything else. I'm gonna make sure I record stuff. We got this. I have my little silly microphone that I can interview people with, and it's gonna be ready to get things going. Very nice. Okay. Awesome. Let's see if the vertical stream is holding. Vertical stream is holding. And very good. Let's get going. Right. Let me see myself. All looking good. Ranked. First game of the day. Oh, I was like, how did this happen? Wrong account. Whoopsie. That is not the account I was looking for. Because that account I played on a little bit earlier. I am not at that rank anymore. Yeah. Quickly switch back to the Diamond 3 account. Not that it's that different, but it's about the mental state you're in when you play on your main account. Yeah. So that is going to be a big goal, to just not lose everything today. 007. Wait. What did I do? I'm actually doing really, really damn good. I feel so relaxed all the time. You know when you do your job during the day and you don't feel like you want to run away? By the end of it, that's where I'm at. I'm loving it. No. Okay. Now, let's do it. Okay. Diamond 3. Diamond 2 after a few one. And what about you, Nurizo? After your very long vacation? How does it feel being back in the normal human office? Oh, that Diamond 3 is not going to last very long. It is what it is. It's fine. Wake up and just go from there. How's Sweden treating you? I was actually, when was it? Who was I speaking Swedish to the other day? I was making a voice note. And I realized I haven't even tested it on you yet. Oof. So, yeah, basically, Rika and I are still thinking about Sweden at some point for some hiking, so we do need to sync up. Everything's back to normal. Kids started school. Oh, I mean, that's a given, right? You're supposed to get sick every single time, because that's what kids give you. Diseases from school. I'm usually someone who gets pretty sick easily. So when I was working in the Middle East in a school, it was absolute chaos because it doesn't matter what time of year it is. It's always sickness time. But especially right after summer. Woo! It's like everyone they picked up every variant of whatever disease is currently on the cards, and they bring it straight to the front of society. And then we are just living our best life. This morning, I went a little bit on Facebook, as we do when we're boomers, right? So I went on Facebook, opened my 20 notifications since I don't use Facebook much. And I saw something really sad, like the fact I had this acquaintance that I used to game with, and he died in Dubai. And his mom is constantly posting on Facebook, and this has been 8 years ago. And oh my goodness, I cannot even imagine how tough it must be for a parent to always post yearly that your child is gone. My goodness. Nice little depression here for the morning. My God. And Age of Mythology celebrating its first birthday yesterday. Love that. Love that. Okay. Let's quickly see. YouTube is vertical? Yes, I know. Just switch to the other stream. There's 2 streams. There's one that's vertical and one that's horizontal. I'm trying something out. Okay, let's quickly roll this way. Yes. And you, right over here. That's good. To get sheep this early on, very, very nice. Oh no, did I really? Oh, no, I didn't need to. Let's go. Food. Food. Now, I know I'm playing Rus, and that's a little bit of a cheap move, right? So, that is going to be a big problem for me. Okay. Actually, we can possibly shoot through this way. Yeah, let's go see. Now it's 50-50 on whether, as I say that, I realize I still owe like 3 squats. That his scout went one way or the other. Watch me get cancelled, guys. Oh no, I just realized. I should probably... Firstly, I am going to be rude to people for being an asshole, but let me just quickly switch to English keyboard. Guys, I have to apologize. I am playing in exactly the same rank as my main account. Exactly the same rank. And I'm just sorry for what this is doing to the huge community in Age of Empires. Playing on my Smurf account, which is exactly the same rank. About his controversy, honestly, MSN, I might have to. It sounds like this could be the thing that cancels me yet again. Unfortunately, yeah, this controversy might be the biggest one yet. I mean, how are we ever gonna get past the fact that I am playing in exactly the same MMR? And honestly, it's despicable. How dare I? How dare I? Why did you get the second account? To play other civilizations. That is why. I actually have a few, but they're all the same rank. Okay. Yeah. And when you take a 2-month break and you come back, it helps with this anxiety. Yeah. Yeah, so the cutie machine. And he's playing HRE. Disgusting. Right? A disgusting person. Playing HRE. Actually, let's move this here. Perfect. So now with 3 on gold, he's gonna play a feudal game, it seemed. If you're main against me, you could play my... Yeah, I could. But I'm playing more than one civ. I want to leave my MMR for my main civilizations. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. Very nice. Okay, because he's staying in feudal. Okay, he's getting a barracks. Good. Okay, what do we do? We need pro scouts. Let's go sell some food. Pro scouts almost ready. Getting a stable now. Honestly, I don't know if that the plan is. I don't think I have it. No, I don't have nice sheep. That would have been good, right? Oh no. Oh no, I forgot to... Never mind. It's already looking a little, little Monka-esque. Ish. Okay, do we just go? I don't know. I think this might be a little greedy, actually. Get a few more on wood. Let's see where the other deer are. Both on the same side here. This guy's also all the way there. Let's quickly get these guys. Start doing this. We're gonna get the, what is that, double broad axe? Because we're staying in, I would say we're staying in, probably gonna be staying in feudal for a little while. I don't know if that's the play with Rus, but I mean, that is what we're going to be assuming is the right move. Okay, let's go deliver. Chief. Oh, he's killing my deer on this side. Oh, what a cheeky boy. The problem is I'm not going to be able to get any deer. Okay, let's quickly get this guy and go scout what he's doing. Shit. Okay. Ooh, I should probably keep producing stuff, right? Oh shit. That's not good. Okay, rest of you guys on food. He's making horsemen, going out on the map. Be another one. Oh shit, not here. Now, usually, this is not the play you make. Let's quickly see. Okay, rest of us on food quickly. Okay, he's going castle now. Okay. Sell some wood. He's making an archery range now. Honestly, you can see how this is going to be pretty critical. I mean, this is not something you usually do. You have KPMM now? Oh my god, look at you guys go. Pumping. All the pro gamers in the chat. Yeah. And he's most likely... Yeah, there we go. There's the cathedral. Now, let's quickly go and do our thing anyway. Right. All right, boys, a little bit faster, please. Okay. Oh, boys. Not another archer. Let's get +1.
Ладно есть. Готов? Иду уже. Буду древом. Отправляюсь. Готовы будете, мой. Исполняйте. Делаю, что велено есть.
Okay, the real question is where that bad boy is gonna be hiding it.
Ожидайте все. Слушайте все. Делайте, як прикажете. Трудитесь надо. Что накажете? Воинов, не млите, яко прикажете. Все, идти на... Построено крепкое. Слушайте мой наказ. Напряжь! Ожидайте наказ. Цели справно надобно. Верьте! Идите, лучницы! Лучницы! Приготовляйте наказ, исполняю! Ожидайте наказа, лучницы!
Definitely need another barracks, you chief.
Все приказы, все... Наказ тревожно есть! Приступайте!
And this is why I get to have accounts. Oopsie. Okay. Let's quickly see another one of these. Woo. And we need... I am going to need a lot more units. Okay, let's sell some food. Get a little wheelbarrow. I'll get my archers, but at the same time, I know I need horses. I'm getting one relic from all of this. Oh, okay. That single barracks is definitely not going to be cutting it. Okay, go back.
Что накажете? Сейчас начну делать их. Я поспеду, куда велено есть. Тихо!
Okay. Horses, let's quickly sell this bad boy. Get my horse upgrade. Quickly, quickly.
Все оружие готово. Як прикажете. Нас стреляют! Сделано будет! Туда уже направляемся. Задницы готовы!
Okay. Way too much wood, but it is what it is.
Я построю скоро.
Let's quickly sell some wood, get some stone. Another one.
Двигаемся!
Okay.
Слушайте все. Задницы крайне готовы.
Okay, perfect.
Все приказы всех дел.
Now I just need to make sure I actually get my upgrades bound and do something about it. Ooh. And yeah, you can type in YouTube anytime. It is perfectly acceptable. Okay, what we're gonna need to do is get another set of barracks. Oh, that's a pretty massive army here.
Что накажете?
Слушайте все. Повинуйся.
Воине сделано будет.
Alrighty, boys.
Слушайте все. Наказ слушайте надобно. Слушайте все. Начинаю строить. Тихо.
Alright, and a few more of these guys. And we saw a lot of archers, but you can see that that might be the better answer. Let's quickly drop you off. Yeah.
Скоро новые приказы будут.
A scout's coming on through.
Вон, глядите по мне, воине коробки. Все приказы всех деля. Оружие готово.
Дайте, яко прикажете.
Okay. Now we're moving to the top side, which is going to be quite tough to deal with, at least initially. Let me just make sure that we...
Задницы. Вред восстанет. Двигать, задницы, двигайтесь.
Готовы, есть патруль. Слушаюсь, поспешаю.
Двигаемся. Глядите, обоим.
Go.
Иди, трудницы, надо внесуть.
Дайте мне работу.
Трудитесь. Задницы, приуготовляться.
Go back. There we go. Ooh. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. And slowly but surely, this will get better and better. Just need to make sure we get our passive gold incoming as well. Chief, put these deer. Okay, let's go and kill him.
Дайте мне, яко прикажете. Я построю сие.
Okay, now he's getting a lot more of those, and we're just gonna
Начинаю строить и сейчас.
listen and keep making farms.
Приготовляйтесь. Слушаю. Какой наказ есть? Скачу напред.
Now, that should not be necessary there, but switch over to the other side as well. Potentially just get horsemen instead, because that's what I can afford right now.
Направляйте разумно. Послушание.
He's definitely not here.
Направляюсь, куда наказано есть.
He's also pulled off here, so let's go and crank that out.
Седлей. Выступаю напред.
Now, with the fact that he's this quiet, it tells me that he is most likely aging up.
Слышу.
He's not.
Построено есть. Ра,
Какой наказ есть?
дайте мне работу.
Стреляют в нас!
Я построю сие. Куда на... Стоять, ноги вводят. Если надо...
Задницы готовились. Задницы напряг. Готов есть.
Okay, perfect. We are just gonna keep on making farms. Oof.
Что накажете? Я построюсь.
Куда направляться? Иду туда
Rest of us
немедленно.
onto wood. Okay, now we can see he doesn't need any gold because he kind of cranked out on the gold department. So, he's probably a very happy camper. Please, quickly get on the wood. And
Трудитесь надобно. Наказ слушайте, народ. Готово есть. Начинаю строить.
perfect.
Готовь, если потрудитесь. Трудитесь надобно.
Every single villager I kill is very big for me because I'm on 2TC. Oh fuck, I think Wolf just took me out. Okay, perfect.
На месте будем скоро.
Whew.
Слушайте все. Все построим скоро.
Right, boys. We have my horse archers here. I'm actually gonna get a few more of these horse archers because we know how nice and spicy they can be. Oof. Unfortunately, that villager met his demise. Oh, no, actually, this villager is just a little stepsister stuck.
Начинаю строить
Can you?
сейчас.
Копейщик готов есть. Предлучник готовы, слушаюся. Заберите! Если накажет всадниками, то накажете. Луч, да.
Трое на добро.
Готов, если потрудитесь.
Готовы, если потрудитесь. Куда направляться?
Иди, трудницы, надо внесу.
Can't believe it.
Готовы. Будете надобно.
Задницы готовить, надо есть скакать.
Okay, now we actually have more than enough, I think, as far as production buildings go.
Люди, трудитесь и приуготовляйтесь.
Задницы к брани готовь.
Трудитесь.
Perfect.
Люди на предпоску. Задницы ждут и лучник контр. Ожидайте наказа. Уразуме. Скачу напрямик.
Трое на крепко есть.
Oh, let's get +2. And
Куда
no,
направляться?
get a bunch more of these guys.
Наказывайте. Всадник ждет, скачу, куда велен. Исполняю наказ. Готов, если в путь направляйся. Двигай.
Oh my god, this is wonderful.
Скачи, родимая.
Oh, damn.
Следую наказу.
Ah, he got me. Damn.
Наказ слушайте надобно. Я построю сие. Слушайте, идем.
Okay, boys, let's go here. Okay, that is a lot of units, and I am gonna most likely need to make this a little bit better for myself. The way I'm gonna do this is gonna go straight through his base. And let's see, maybe I can, yeah, maybe we can do this instead. Very, very nice. Come here, boys. You,
Слушайте,
chief.
сделано будет. Вот
Предслуг готов. Ожидаем наказа. Да. Повинуюся. Лучник уразумел. Готовы, если. Напрямик. Много будет. Действовать. Готовы, да. Лучницы конь.
You guys, let's go.
Повинуйся наказу. Построено добро есть. Стоять им трудитесь и надо.
Oh, I completely forgot to get these guys key bound. No wonder. Okay, these guys are still doing their best. Love that. Ah.
Наказ слушайте надобно. Слушайте все. Сейчас начну делать. Идем. Надобно идти.
Начинаю строить и сейчас.
Слушайте все.
Shit, what the fuck, guys? Oh, shit.
Слушайте все. Повинуйся наказу. Повинуйся наказу. Не шумите. Наказ строите. Наказ несу. Слушайте, спешите. Вся готова суть. Исполняем наказ.
Okay.
Трудитесь и надобно.
Whew, this is starting to get a little scary, but I can see with the amount of units I have.
Не шумить. Учите надо.
Get in the manga now.
Повинуемся наказу. Оружием повинуемся наказу. Оружие готово.
Слушайте все. Си, надобно в путь идти. Начинаю
Готовый бой. Покрывай дом мне! Какой наказ? Направь камнемет готов. Двигайте орудия! Готов наказ есть. Орудия, толкайте орудия! Ожидайте наказа, лучницы!
Oh my god.
Кто на виду, куда велит?
Что наказ?
Слушайте все.
Ждите направо, ведите все дельские. Не шумите, исполняем наказы. Ждите
Back. I definitely need a little bit more on gold. You boys.
Слушайте надобно.
Let's just make more farms and make more units.
Готов, если потрудитесь. Хочу стрелять.
Perfect. Okay, now he has a ton of archers, but so do I. So we're not gonna panic about it too much just yet.
Трудитесь и
Yeah,
надобно. Что накажете?
yeah. Let's starve him out. This is what we do best.
Трудитесь на сейчас. Начну делать.
Okay.
Слушайте.
Let's go get a few horse archers, actually. And all of you guys right up here.
Иди трудницы надобно.
And Now, with the fact that I'm on 2TC, he has to already have expanded, otherwise he is in a lot of danger. Plain and simple.
Слушайте здесь. Все происходит.
Okay. I actually think we're at a position now where I can stop making villages.
Трудитесь надо.
Yeah.
Построено крепко есть.
Оружие готово к броне. Слушайся.
Still stuck in castle. It's perfectly fine.
Иди трудись.
And I can stop making villages now. 124 should be enough.
Лучницы, лучницы, кони, напряг! Садитесь на коней!
Построено добро есть. Стоять.
Орудия набрать готово! Не, чтоб ясно есть. Готов наказ есть.
Готовый?
Наказ идем. Сие построю скоро.
Наказ слушайте надобно.
Boys.
Надобно идти нам.
Люди приготовьтесь. Ждите наказы. Ясно есть.
Дайте мне работу. Начинаю строить сейчас.
Идите, лучницы, по сторону. Слушайте наказ. Трудитесь.
Слушай, надо поработать.
Трудитесь. Люди, слушайте всегда.
Okay. And I just need to keep making units.
Слушать, як приказ.
Okay. Actually, let me delete some villages.
Наказ слушайте надобно.
Oh.
Люди, приготовьтесь. Ой, не набрать, готовится. Люди, приуготовляйтесь к делу. Я построю.
Okay. And now we're only going to be producing from these guys because they are nice and cheap.
Слушайте, лучники, надо дико лучники. Слушайте, на кого огонь. Решение есть. Ожидайте наказ. Оружие готово.
Oh, shit.
Наступаем. Я на добре. Ожидайте там наказ. Люди, надо предело правите. Наказывайте. Готовность полная.
Okay. Perfect. And you guys, get me more bombards. Okay. Oof. I'm doing it. Go find this bad boy. Oof. And finally, I think we are in a position to do this. Okay. You guys, we just need to make sure our setup is instant, but I do need the meat shield in front of it as well. Okay. My bombards. Okay. Don't need more villagers. Let's double check. Definitely could use a few on food instead. Yeah, there we go, boys.
И ждут дела. Стройте надобно.
Okay. Yeah. What rank is this guy? Diamond 2, what is he complaining about? Wham walls? Yeah, I learned from Wham. No, I'm joking. Then I would actually have real walls. These guys are other budget walls you don't actually need to worry about. Very nice. Very, very nice. Oh, no more villagers, no more villagers. And just keep making units. I think we can just potentially add some mangonels in here. Because as we can see now, the thing he's doing is he's waiting back a little bit. And he's most likely going to try and do like a death push. So let's just quickly get a little bit more of this.
Желание ваше есть закон.
See that he's trying to build something at the back here.
Слушайте все, сейчас наказы будут. Орудие, наказы исполнены будут.
Love that. My villagers are here to fight. Love that. It is wonderful. Go back, go back. Let's go get the rest of them. Perfect. We just dry them real out. So like a good piece of meat. Put it on the drying rack and there we go. Boys, I think it's time for us to go put a keep in his base. Seems like he wants us to also do that. Okay, he's got getting some culverins. So most likely I do need to think about getting a little bit more gold. If only there was gold on this side of the map. Okay, then you guys go here. Alrighty, boys. Mangonels! Okay, and he's going for men-at-arms, which means we're gonna need to do a little bit more damage here, and we're gonna most likely have to do a little bit more in the horse department. He's not giving up because he wants me to work for it. Okay, never mind. All good. Alt F4, very nice. That was a game. The game of all time. Okay. Let's see. I wanted to check if that second TC was uncontested. Yeah, it was. The fact that he... See, I think here he could have potentially just gone age up and I wouldn't have been able to do any damage to him. He would have probably been able to outboo me at this point. I didn't realize it was this far ahead. It didn't feel that far ahead for a long period of time. But this is usually the transition point for HRE. When you're behind and you cannot kill your opponent, at this point you need to think about getting that age 4. Do you believe in Streltsy? Yeah, technically. Technically. They exist. I believe that they are real, but do I believe that I'm going to be making them a lot? Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, the thing with Streltsy is I always forget they exist because I don't play Rus that much. Oh, now I do. But yes, I guess they're hand cannoneers. I should just make them. Just make them. I'll do that next time. Okay. Streltsy OP? Yes, they are. Yes. If you can get to that point of the game, yes. Yes, definitely. Okay. I do see that someone was having issues with typing in Twitch chat when they don't have a verified number. Let me just quickly check that out. I did that a while ago because I thought I was getting chat-botted. Let's see. And chatters, not that. There we go. Alright. Chat verifications. Okay, there we go. There we go. I fixed! So it should be fine. Okay, there we go. Fixed. Now everyone will be able to chat if they need to. Yes. Okay, we're in Carmel. I'm actually gonna veto this map for the next one. Purely because I know that Carmel is a map that Rus does really well on. And I kind of want to get away from Rus because that is what I got Conqueror on. And I don't want to keep utilizing Conqueror, you know, oh, my Conqueror Civ. Although when you play against Zushi, things do get a little bit harder. The Pro Scout map, exactly. And you can't not Rus on a Pro Scout map, right? Well, you can also Zushi. Now, we felt this yesterday when I was playing against Zushi. I really struggled to actually survive against that Castle Age timing that they have. So, most likely, I'm going to be very responsible when it comes to getting... What is that thing? Give me 1 second. I can't multitask. It's all a lie. All a lie. Women are not ultimate multitaskers. We are all struggling. Oh. So this bad boy is gonna go to the side there. Now, this is maybe the one map that I could justify getting 3 scouts on. But I'll try to play it safe. I'm not too good at microing 3 scouts. So possibly not the best idea. Chase all the boys down. Very nice. And instantly... Is that deer? Oh, no. I thought he was able to get the berry and the deer spawn all together. Whew. That would have been a tough one to contest. Yeah, I think this map might be the one instance that pro scouting would just... Or pro scouting, triple scouting would just work a little bit better. This guy, he's already cleaned up that side. It's fine. Just gonna keep on making scouts. Because we're gonna need to make that land... Oh, we're gonna need to go deny his landmark at least anyway. So... Oh. And next one over here. Ready to age up with 5. Okay, let's go. So a sheep over here. We're back. Got this. Oh! So what's going to be important now is just not dying to that Zushi timing with the castle. So Zushi has a very, very good castle timing that they do. And I need to be very aware of whether this is happening or not. Because if you are going in blind, it is very difficult. See?
Слушайте.
Alrighty, boys. You...
Готово есть. Строим. Готово есть. Наказе Бондон.
Okay.
Добро есть. Да, позоротай есть. Поревник есть. Да. Да, готово есть.
Alrighty, friends. A little bit faster.
Позоротай есть.
Okay.
Часо.
Let's go and see where he would put down the landmark. So potentially there's a little bit of an opening here. But this is also a pretty decent spot. Let's go and check all the way to the back. You check this way. So basically what I'll do is just ensure that I go and attack it for as long as I need to. And let's go see if he's going to leave that many on gold. Because this is usually the next question as well. Where and how much does he invest into gold? Boys, here.
Готово трудитесь. Слушайте.
Oh. Yeah, he's going fast castle.
Чего делать надобно? Позоротай готово.
It's gonna be tough.
Направляйся. Какови наказе суть. Ладно есть.
So it's just gonna be so important for me to rally everything I have onto these.
Скачу куда. Позоротай готово есть.
Oof, let's see what he's got. He's got a lot of food. I mean, everybody does on this map, right? Need to see if he's going for a stable as well. Okay.
Радуйся.
Alrighty, boys.
Я выхожу. Начну трудитесь. Поревник готово. Сделаю. Скоро победим. Каковина без сомнения.
What are you doing? Completely pulling off gold?
Повинуйся. Поревник готово.
Okay. Let's see where he's aging up with, what he's aging up with.
Готовы идти. Чего делать и надобно? Подвигаюсь. Скачите напред. На брань грядите. На брань грядите.
That is insane.
Каковин скачу куда велено.
That is the craziest timing. Holy crap.
Ладно есть. Скачу куда велено.
Holy crap. I cannot believe that. That is insane. Oh. I am actually just amazed at how crazy that timing was.
Готово есть. Каковина
Oof. I don't think there's a way for me to survive this once it starts coming. Yeah, let's deliver quickly.
добываю зверя.
Позоротай готов есть. Наказе будут. Радуйся. Чего делать-то надобно?
Okay.
Утопляйтесь все.
Чего делать-то надобно? Отправляюсь.
Ворог близ стоит. А?
Делай.
This is the crazy part. You don't really know what they're doing. Because with my scouts, I'm obviously busy scouting, you know.
Слушайте. Добывайте добро.
Yeah, let's go here. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Rest of you on deer. Okay.
Наказе будут.
And let's go.
Исход
Come on, boys.
Готов?
Приуготовляйтесь все.
На казе будут. Я построю сие.
Дело есть.
I need to see. The most important thing for me right now is understanding whether he's going for lancers. If he is, I am absolutely cooked. If he's not, I'll be okay.
Работа ждет.
Like he's not yet. Okay.
Построено есть, ладно.
Yeah, he's just snacking all the relics. It is what it is. I'm not gonna try to reinvent the wheel with that one. It is what it is. We will take it as it is. And we need to go see what production building he's making. So, the lancers from Zushi make this quite difficult to actually do stuff against. Let's get another one.
Трудиться и час начну делать их.
Making bald boys. Interesting.
Куда направляйтесь? Направляемся, куда велено есть.
Now we just have a steady pace of food. Okay.
Отскочу на брешь.
We need to see the production building, please.
Конь оседлан. Скачи, родимая.
Ну, накажете?
Форевник в путь.
More bald boys. He's just making a lot of them. I don't even know what does well against them. Guess mobility? Now he's going for Zhangyang Tower, which means Song Dynasty, which means he can transition into farms and such. Okay.
Конь, направляйся, куда велено есть. Сделано будет.
Actually, I know why he's doing that.
Ожидаем наказа. Уразумел. Приду лучницы. Трудитесь, на месте будем скоро.
Come on, boys.
Готовые мы. Лучницы коней.
He's just making a lot of bald boys. Oh my goodness.
Ожидаем наказа. Лучницы коней. Предоставим. Повинуемся. Готов. Есть наказ. Если потрудитесь. Слушайте все.
Look, another.
Построено, да. Люди, приуготовляйтесь наказа. Что накажете? Луч. Садитесь на коней.
With 5 relics, he doesn't need anything else. Oh my god. Oh my lord, hi Whamenqt, hi Caesar! I'm glad he gave us a little break.
Наказ есть. Лучник. Да. Ожидаем наказа. Сейчас.
Yeah, perfect. Now, this looks like
Готово есть потрудиться.
Готов. Лучницы кони. Напрямик. Готовы есть. Лучницы. Готов есть.
Трудитесь надобно.
Слушайте все. Трудитесь надо.
oh my god, come on, scout.
Направляюсь, куда велено есть.
Иди
Форевник
трудницы.
готов. Направляюсь, куда наказано есть.
В ряду стоим. Уразумел.
Слушайте все.
Лучницы
Oh, this one.
слушайте.
Okay, you, I'm going to make one of these. And I'm going to get some this going.
Лучницы кони. Луч. Направляюсь. Ожидаем наказа. Сейчас.
Куда направляешься?
Наказ слушайте надобно. Иди трудницы надобно суть. Что накажете?
В ряду стоим. Садитесь.
He's gonna see this army here,
Слушаюсь.
Ожидаю наказ.
Готовы.
chase me down, but I just want to see what he's cooking.
В ряду
Just
стоим.
want to get some idle time. Oh shit.
Готовы? Люди, приготовившиеся. Люди, идите скоро.
Лучник, да. Готовьтесь
Куда
и
на прослуг
потрудитесь.
сейчас?
Oh, right here, boys. And now,
Ожидаем лучницы! Седлайте
just idle time, idle time, idle time.
Готовы. Ожидаем на лучницы! Седлайте коней! Луч! Садитесь на коней! Готов
Boys, right over here. Oof. And as you can see,
Построено
should be getting more units. I don't have enough at the moment.
Стреляют в спине! Вред, повинуйся! Уразуме! Сейчас! Лучницы кони! Готов!
What the fuck is he doing?
Лучницы кони! Напрячь!
Okay, not archers. Okay, whew. We are gonna go full face with these. Okay.
Готовы будете, воины! В ряду стать! Лучницы кони! Лучницы кони! Какой наказ? Исполнено будет! Лучницы! Седлать! Лучницы кони! Напрячь!
Что накажете?
Okay, let's cancel one of these. Quickly get a second TC. Because apparently, I am not managing my resources very well.
Наказ слушайте надобно.
Лучницы! Седлайте коней! Готов! Слушаюсь! Повинуть долг несть бремя. Направляюсь куда ведь... Ожидаем! Садитесь на конь! Лучницы! Седлайте коней!
I don't know. Can you guys hear that? It's such a weird thing that in some countries they test the war horns. First time I heard it, I was like, what? Why are we getting invaded? Okay. Not a scout, actually.
Слушайте.
Конь осел, я есть долг мой. Сокрушу всех. Вижу ворога.
Скоро сделано будет.
Готово есть. Дайте мне работу. Трудитесь, иду туда немедленно.
No, I didn't really do enough to actually make a difference here yet. Okay, you boys, let's go straight inside. Get the rest of them rallied over here.
Готово есть потрудитесь.
Okay, now there's a lot of Juganu, and of course we don't love Juganu, but what we do love is... Wait, let me just get my rest of my scouts to do the scouting work. See, is there any more oh, here we are. You can pick this up,
Форевник
Chief.
исполнено будет. Направляюсь куда наказано.
Okay.
Если наказ готов, этим потрудитесь. Готовы, слушаюсь. Трудитесь надо.
Now, with the amount of units he has, I do need to still be careful. Because even though I do have some knights, I'll just run face first. You guys,
Садитесь на коней. Лучницы, седлайте коней.
ton of those, left that. Let's quickly get more farms.
Начинаю строить сейчас. Наказы всадника. Готовы будете, воины.
Let's not take these boys right over here.
Что накажете?
And finally,
Ожидаю наказы.
Куда направлять? Сделано будет.
the rest,
Исполнено будет.
baby. Get me the rest.
Форевник будет.
Лучницы кони. Напрямик. Время сейчас. Латницы смело готовятся. Восстанете, воины! Приготовляйтесь наказы исполнять. Латницы слушаются.
Okay.
Выступайте гордо.
Alrighty, boys. More farms. Very nice. Ooh, that's a pretty big loss for me. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's fine. Let me just quickly get control of the middle. Boys.
Идите все идем. Сие построю скоро.
Yeah, and you guys run all the way to the back. Oof.
Наказ сделано будет. Древеса всегда надо носить. Готовы будете. Выступайте.
Go find all the villagers here at the back. If there are any, there are many.
Сила поведу вы. Идти надо на поскору. Такой наказ есть. Отец, служите рад, если. Восстанете, воины. Поведу вы.
Perfect.
Что накажете? Яку прикажете? Люди, приготовившиеся. Добро.
Приготовлять. Идти надо на поскору. Туда. Отец, живу службы ради.
Run back, run back.
Приготовлять. Поведу вы. Нас сажают. Ожидаем. Служите рад, если. Сила отец и готовы.
Okay, and maybe shouldn't have suicided so many of them. Okay, let's go, boys. Do this again. And more horses. Now he's doing that thing where you just sit back, relax, and boom. And I'm not really doing anything about that effectively, at least. So let's just make sure I have my second TC. That's good. Let's double check with you guys. Just pick up all the deer, bring them back to base, and then these guys. Okay.
Направляться. Сделано будет. Начинаю строить сейчас. Дайте мне работу. Я построю сие. Построю.
We have more than enough here now.
Слушайте все. Готовы будете, воины. Приготовляйтесь, наказы исполнять. Ожидаем наказ. Двигайтесь. Слушайте наказ. Слушайте все.
Okay, perfect.
Эти трудницы надо внесут.
So the map control is slowly going to start adding up. And a few more of these guys. Double check that I have my upgrades. I do not have my upgrades. Okay.
Латницы, уже блази напряжу. Ожидайте наказа, луч. Идите, лучницы, поскору. Тревожно. Всадницы. Латницы, наступайте, латницы, смелее. Стрелы многие. Строй, держите все, латницы. Живу службы ради. Латницы, на коней, латницы. Латницы наказа ожидают. Всадницы! Надо же есть наступайте! Все уже блази, напряг! Наступайте, латницы, смелее! На коне, латницы! Повинуемся действию!
Okay. Absolutely freaking great. Rest of us, let's get on gold. Perfect.
Что надо? Крутите надо.
This is Definitely a little hairy, but we can see that that is working now. I'm on second TC, he's not. So this is going to mean that I should be okay.
Задницы готовы.
Perfect. Let's get plus 2 ranged attack as well. 2. Perfect. Okay, the horses did the work they needed to do. He's getting quite a bit of crossbows, so this does make it a little harder. Only 3 archery ranges, not ideal. Let's just fix that quickly, you boys. Okay. Let's go. And I didn't pick up any relics, so of course this is still dangerous for me. But there's one thing I get to do that he doesn't, and that's build inside his base. Now we need to think about how I'm going to be breaking through him. My best case scenario, I get the control like this, but what I could just do is age up. Let's do that. Okay.
Слушайте все.
Слышу!
Начинаю строить сейчас.
Приготовляйтесь, оружие!
Назад слушайте надобно.
Completely forgot to get that upgraded. You guys.
Готове будет. Выступайте доблестно, воины. Оружие тут исправно! Ожидаем наказы!
See that? It was a little bit of a risky move by me to not do this.
Выступайте доблестно, воины!
Now I should not be fighting when I'm busy aging up. But let's pull back.
Трудитесь надобно.
Okay, let's get a few more archers. I know we have Streltsy soon. Someone once told me it's better to start building Streltsy from scratch than it is to get the archer upgrade. So that's exactly what we'll do.
Время действовать! Латниц, наступайте! Латницы смелее готовятся! Ожидаем наказы!
Back, back.
Готов! Оружие готово есть! И напрягся тут! Приказ снова есть! Как слушайте
Boys.
все, новые наказы суть! Получим! Повинуюсь здесь! Заказ! Ожидайте! Закон! Латники немедленно
Okay.
исполнил! Латники готовы!
Everybody there. Let's see if we can get another bit of gold here. With no relics, it does get pretty hard.
Воины, садитесь на коней! Следуйте по мне!
Наказ новый есть. Да не празднуйте, наказ!
Готов.
Слушайте, не празднуйте. Блюду есть. Пойду куда наказ.
Орудие на мне! Толкайте!
Слушайте все. Идем по скору все.
Воины, оружие готово есть! Наступаем!
Okay, that is very strange as far as getting upgrades and stuff goes. Okay. I can't build from these guys. Okay, horses. One here.
Люди
You guys.
и ждут дела.
Oh, let's do this. Let's see what I could do. Mangonel trebuchets and bombards. Good.
Есть сон, есть вдохновение.
Actually, let's just get spearman.
Исполнено будет. Тихо. На что уничтожите прикажете?
Ow. Oh. No GG. Okay. Oh man, that was pretty good, y'all. Wait. Was this the game? Was this the game? Guys, was this the game that means I'm back? Am I back? I'm back! Yes, Baldy, it is ranked. Guys, let me just say, no more diamond until next game when I lose Conqueror. But we got there. After many weeks of blood, sweat, and tears, we got there. I'm back. I actually have been playing 4 days since my big break. But at least it's better than being in diamond. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, again, the second TC is just doing work. I'm actually loving the second TC transition. It feels like nobody knows how to actually punish it. And Zushi is a civ that can usually kill you pretty quickly, but with 5 relics, you just see what their resources look like. Now, even with 5 relics, see, that's pretty wild. Okay. We did flow some resources here. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm trying to think if gold gathered counts as he didn't pro scout. No, he didn't. And I think that's the pro scouting. Instead of pro scouting, he went for the relics all around the map, which is fine. But I don't know if that is like 5 relics is great, right? Especially when you get to Imperial Age. I don't think there's a bonus that will outperform that. But, at the same time, I have no clue. I'm really unsure about this, but I don't think the relic gathering should have been the main goal. If he instead just went for Lancers, then it would have been a very different story. And now that I think back about it, the moment he pulled off of gold, I should have known he wasn't going for Lancers, because that's what I was unsure about. Because he pulled off of gold because he was only going to make units that cost food. So, and that's the bald boys. But the bald boys are not going to be able to do that much damage to me. So I think for this guy specifically, he would have, if he went for Lancers, I would have been dead. Because my timing was just too late. So, yeah. And you don't stop pumping them. They just keep coming, and it feels like you're always behind when you're playing against them. Okay. Sunken Lands, come on, man. Sunken Lands also has the small golds. We'll play another risk game, it is what it is. Yeah, I think I'll do one more Rus game, and then I'm gonna quickly record a Rus guide. Love the analysis. I'm glad you enjoy them, Tigerman. By the way, Twitch, if I'm replying to people and it sounds like I'm talking to myself, it's because it's on YouTube. Okay, now AU bids is interesting. I actually really struggle against AU bids, especially on this map. So, AU bids... Oh no, I just saw who I'm playing against. Oh god. This man gets me every single time. He destroys me. And he always knows what I'm doing. He's got like a... What is that thing? He's got a special eye coming out of that socket. Okay. It is what it is. Let's go, boys.
Позоротай есть.
Тихо. Часов. Иду помалу. А?
Накази Бондан.
He
Скачок.
always knows what I'm doing. And he always picks Aobids. Ah, my god. Not always. He used to pick HRE back in the day. You know, when I know a player this well, you know I have trauma.
Готов.
Oh god.
Готово есть. Слушай, Янсен.
Форевник есть. Добро есть. Позоротай есть.
I'm not getting any is actually quite surprising back here, unless he went for a second scout. A second scout? In this economy? Know about that?
Форевник есть. Да.
No, he didn't. Guess the spawns were just a little wild.
Есть.
It is what it is. We will be alright. Okay.
Готово есть.
Накази Бондан.
Накази Бондан.
Just double check what the sheep looking good. I think I'll start rallying onto wood already. So the reason this is a very important timing for me is because he absolutely obliterates me with Aobids, especially as Rus, because I am
Накази Бондан.
always overwhelmed with his camels. I don't know when was the last time I actually beat him. It's okay, we'll be fine.
Накази Бондан.
I'm gonna give it a fair go.
Позоротай есть. Идан.
Слушай, сейчас. Куда идем?
Kremlin. Sometimes I wish I could make a Kremlin against this guy.
Гриндон на добычу.
Накази Бондан.
Готово есть. Исполняю.
Away?
Позоротай есть. Да. Готов есть. Скачок.
Тихо. Добываю.
Oh,
Я
nice. You sheep right over here. Just want to move them under the TC to be in a little bit of an optimal position. And as you guys can see, this hunting cabin is a little bit further away, and this guy, he knows how to punish that. So I'm instantly going to go for my wood being chopped at the back here, because if this one gets left behind, he's just going to start attacking, and I am not going to be able to stop him.
Накази. Идем.
Now, he definitely goes for military wing. He always does.
Позоротай есть.
And he gets that timing off amazingly.
Форевник есть.
Okay,
А? Сбирай.
quickly. We need to chop as freaking fast as we can.
Готово есть. Слушайте. Жду. Что? Рублен.
Часа?
It's just, oh, no. He went for culture wing. That is a very fast age up. That's feasibly, oh, that's not feasible in this scenario. He went for the fast age up. He did not go for,
Готов есть. Идан.
oh god, is he going to go for a fast castle all the way? Let's go and check.
Позоротай есть.
Let's go and check. He either goes for military wing pretty early on, or he goes for the dervishes, and he just overwhelms you.
Форевник
It's culture wing with dervishes, or not dervishes. Let's go see.
Ладно есть. Есть сомнения.
Приуготовляйтесь все.
Okay.
Позоротай готов.
This will determine exactly what my next move is, so I need this information. Where is his...
Позоротай готово есть.
Really?
По скору. А?
This is not his main goals? Everything's on top of one another? He went for the back one?
Двигайся.
Oh, I did not expect that. Okay. Cool. I made all these theories about what he was doing, and it turns out he's doing exactly the opposite. Actually, we should probably go for the outside here first. Now, this is interesting. He's on a second TC. He didn't go for any gold, and that's why I was a little bit confused there. I was like, what? This is not possible.
Повинуйся.
Скачу куда
Now he's going on wood.
Повинуюсь.
Далее. Порох приедет. По скору. Дело исполнено есть.
Дело есть.
Okay. Now, I would like to go for a second TC as well, but I know what he does next is he goes for Eco Wing. And then it becomes pretty tricky.
Скачу, куда велено есть. Сделаю. Ладно, есть.
Готовы идти. Начну трудитесь.
Дело на добро есть.
Guess we could just go.
Начну
Yeah,
Что сделать надо?
let's do it. Over here.
Беда есть! Ворог прииде! Нападай, готов!
Сие мне нравится.
Perfect. And you.
Варевник готов!
Start key binding you as well.
Скоро!
Very nice.
Следую!
Finally, we can start going straight for the other deer on this side. So with him doing that, he's gonna have a huge boost going for the Eco Wing as well. So I think time for us to not delay this. I'm gonna have to use the wood boys to actually age up.
Дело на добро есть.
Perfect. Okay. Now we're gonna have that solid income. Problem is just the food. I can see my food situation's a little bit Monka-esque.
Ворог близ стоит!
Okay, he's going for Castle Age as well. So the thing is, he's gonna go for Castle Age, and he's going to have Lancers, most likely. Because that does...
Я здесь.
It does feel like the... Fresh air.
Возратай, готов есть!
Готовы есть мы. Ладно, есть.
Чего делать надо?
Actually,
Я построю сие! Готов!
start with a... Oh, not a house there.
Я построю сие!
I may have overdone this a little bit. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Стрела на тетиве есть!
Even just getting that little bit of idle time is already so valuable for me.
Мне нравится!
Позаратай, садитесь на коней. Напряжь по скору. Позаратай, напряжь.
На казе будут! Захожу!
Готова трудить. Работа ждет.
Варевницы, наступаем! Флага есть!
Чего делать?
Дело есть! Варевник, поскору! Повинуйся!
Okay, let's just buy some fucking food. I'm realizing this is not going too well. Oh my god, okay.
Приуготовляйтесь, все!
And let's go.
Бывать дома надобно есть!
Are we shitting? Are you shitting me? Come on.
Да слушайте. Построено будет.
That is not optimal.
Слушайте!
Oh no.
Слушайте, воини! Скачу, куда велено есть! Направляюся! Чего делать? Иду уже!
Okay.
Чего делать надобно? Приуготовляйте!
Problem is just this.
Какови на кате суть. Опасно есть. Позаратай, двигаюся. Сделаю.
Let's keep on running, baby. Okay. We are going to need stone. And we are gonna need to not die. All of which seem possible.
Готовы, без сумнів.
But at the same time, I am very scared. Let's go.
За мною.
Построено есть, ладно.
Слушайте.
Okay.
Слушай, наказом следую.
Ладно есть!
Люди, крутитесь и приуготовляйтесь.
Что накажете? Слушайте все!
So the thing is, usually he shuts me down pretty quickly when it comes to getting the relics.
Слушайте наказ, исполнено будет.
Let's come here. No, I didn't mean to cancel my villager. Oh, God. Oh, good God.
Построено крепко есть.
Ожидайте наказ.
Вижу ворога! И все изрядно.
Воине наказ.
Let's go, boys.
Долг мой.
В ряду.
Приуготовля сделано будет.
These bad boys.
Напрячь, быстро зело.
Готовы, повинуются.
Ожидайте наказ.
Лучницы кони, напрямик!
Just realized. This is unfortunate. The fact that I did not get these guys ready. Okay. Come on, boys. A little bit more. Oh no. He's already out on the second gold, as we can see. Ooh.
Трудницы надо мне суть. Дайте мне работу.
Слушайте, воин.
Куда направляться?
Слушай. Наступаем!
Стреляет некто! Не слышь!
Ожидаем заказа.
Себе есть, и на брань готов!
Ожидаем заказа.
You. One, please. Actually. Yeah.
Ожидаем. Наступаем! Готовы. Лучницы кони, напрямик! Лучницы, седлайте коней! Лучницы кони, уразумели! Дайте мне спать!
Holy fuck, that's a lot of them. Oh my god. I've played this game before. I know what's next. Oh no. Oh god. Yeah, this is something he does regularly. It's a very unique strategy. You just make camels, and that's it. That's the whole game. And the problem is with the amount of resources I'm lacking here. I think we're gonna need to do this.
Наказ слушайте надобно.
Слушайте, путь!
Противный блин стоит! А бегом ворога! Хочу стрелять!
Слушайте, воин!
Oh my god. Shit.
Слушай, уразумели!
Трудитесь, надо!
Построено крепко есть.
Наказ слушайте, надо!
Построено есть.
Слушаюся!
Делайте я!
Куда? Слушай!
Готов!
Слушайте наказ!
Okay. I was gonna say, luckily, I already planned for barracks, but I realize now my barracks idea was a little bit late. Okay. Ooh, that single barracks is not gonna cut it. Oh my goodness, boys. Deliver. Let's go here. Boys.
Слушайте наказ! В ряду стоит сейчас!
We're gonna need to find some damage elsewhere. Oof.
Воине,
Boys, let's go see what he's aged up with. We can stop guessing.
Иди, трудницы, надо сделано будет.
Готов повиноваться, путь мой чист есть.
Ой, есть. Стоять и много будет.
Что накажете? Я построю скоро.
Слушайте!
Ожидаю наказ.
Ожидаем! Лучницы кони!
Что велите? Доставьте час.
And military wing, yeah. It was obvious, but I wanted to be sure.
Лучницы! Лучницы!
Люди, приготовьтесь.
Готов сейчас. Слушайте.
Люди, приготовляйтесь и наказывайте.
Построено добро есть. Стоять много.
Лучницы кони! Лучницы кони! Напрямую!
See, now that is something I needed.
Уразумею.
Ooh, there we go, there we go.
Что накажете? Иди, трудник.
Куда направляться? Начинаю строить.
Трудитесь, надо. Трудитесь, надо.
Куда направляться?
Готов повинхетность освещает путь мой.
В ряду стоит.
Сделано будет.
Ожидай, напрежь идем по наказу моему.
Okay, I don't know how many villagers I killed, and I don't know if it's gonna be enough, but I feel like we may have done a little bit of damage there.
Готов, если потрудитесь.
Слушайте наказ.
And a single is stable, we probably need more than one, because in that case, we might have a shot.
Повинуюся.
Люди!
Слушайте. Слушаюся.
Что накажете?
Спокойно есть. Радость вели. Слушайте все.
Yeah, that's a pretty big commitment, yeah.
Трудитесь, надо. Слушайте все.
Покидаем нас! Часов святость освещает путь мой. Братья, сделано будет.
Okay, perfect. You boys, let's go.
Что накажете? Иду куда?
Слушайте, воин.
Копейщик, что накажете? Трудитесь, близко надо.
Okay. And horses. Many horses as we can get. You.
Стремлюсь к добродетели.
Если наказы всадника верят.
Готов, повинуюсь наказу. Сие построю скоро.
A lot of units, a lot of camels. You just got another load of military, a load of military wing.
Потрудихся изрядно.
Слушайте наказ мой.
Let's double check that I get my +2 upgrades. Let's go, let's go.
Дядьку приказ.
Yeah, so all of those
Сейчас. Слушай,
Лучницы конь.
Все приказы.
are basically free, which is the problem.
Что накажете?
Let's go and see what we can do about that.
Все приготовляйтесь. Что накажете?
You boys, let's just wall off.
Начинаю строить и сейчас.
часов иду.
Слушайте.
Лук поспешен есть.
Слушайте, воины.
And we need a lot more. Ooh, not a lot more horses. We need a lot more spearmen.
Слушайте. Уразумею.
Дело худо есть.
Тихо. Исполнено будет.
Потрудихся.
Потрудихся.
Слушайте. Да, скоро новые приказы будут.
Потрудихся изрядно. Что накажете? Что накажете? Покрывай домик.
Задницы к брани готовь.
Ожидайте наказа, лучницы. Наказим нас.
Слушайте. Исполнено будет.
Люди, приготовьтесь.
Holy shit! Oh! Waited a little long there, didn't I? Oof. Unfortunate.
Все приказы всех. Тихо. Напрежь поскору. Нози не влачите. Слушайте все. Люди, друзья.
Let's go this way.
Готовы есть, не потрудитесь.
Слушайте, воины.
Holy crap, he really went for it. Luckily, I've got that.
Слушайте, надобно.
Слушай.
Okay, we need a lot more of these. Ooh.
Труде все зря.
Наказ слушать.
Слушайте все.
Слушайте.
Построено есть.
Not these, not these. Oh, not these, not these. Oof, not those. Spearmen, please.
Трудить. На месте будем скоро.
Дайте мне.
Наказ слушайте надо. Начинаю строить и сейчас.
Okay, with me being on 2DC, him being on 2DC, it's okay. I think I killed a significant amount of units, but I don't know if I killed enough. These guys are also not going down as like they used to.
Слушайте. Надо найти нам. Яко прикажете, что накажете.
Слушайте, воины.
Что накажете?
Слушай.
Иди, трудница.
Слушайте наказ мой. Лучница наступает.
I should definitely utilize food.
Слушайте все. Готовы? Слушаются.
Сделано будет. Стреляют. Дело худо.
Ожидать наступаем.
Готов есть.
Наказ слушайте надобно.
Где трудится нам?
Слушайте, воины.
Трудитесь. Слушайте все.
Готовы. Будете надобно.
Слушай. Наступаем.
We need... I don't know what we need. I need a miracle.
Седлайте коней.
Куда направить? Люди напряг по спору.
Let's just try and get as many of these as we can.
Потрудись
And
изрядно.
I'm gonna try to get a few horses so I can start my own raids. Because right now I've been leaving the raiding to him. And that is not ideal.
Построено крепкое. Готов есть, потрудитесь.
Дайте мне работу. Я построю все.
Какой наказ есть?
Okay, let's quickly get a few of these guys.
Слушайте все.
Готовы есть. Да.
Thing is, his gold is also running out. Luckily for him,
Луч напрячь по спору.
doesn't actually need that many.
Я построю скоро.
Готовы будет. Ожидаем нас. Слушай.
This is a problem, as we did not prepare for siege.
Куда направлена месте будем скоро.
Поднятся наказы ожидают.
But this might be a little bit of an issue. I think he got me. He got me, he got my conqueror. Where's... I can't believe this.
Люди, приготовьтесь.
Oh, those lenses. Oh, they fucking are.
Камнемет сделано будет!
Люди, приготовьтесь!
Повинуйся наказу!
Oh my god. Got me good. I put it in a little bit of a better position. Maybe.
Держите копья!
Every time. He gets me. It's okay. Win, guys. I think one more game and then we'll go for it. Yeah. I wanted to enjoy my little conqueror. Give me 1 second. Damn. Okay, we'll do a guide after this. I'll do a beginner ruse guide. And from there on, we will... I actually need to see. I had more or less a plan that I wanted to follow, but let's quickly check. What do we need? What do we need something on? I think what we need here. We need a beginner ruse guide. We also... We could potentially make a beginner English. I don't really know if I have a beginner English guide, but let's see that. Okay, I'll do a beginner English. Or didn't I do a beginner English the other day? I did a beginner English the other day. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go check. I need to look at the list of civilizations, and it's apparently really hard to do that. Oh my goodness, how could it be this difficult? Is this on Twitch too? Yes, everything's on Twitch. Twitch, for those of you on the vertical stream, the Twitch is actually a full screen, so you'll be able to see a little bit better. But I wanted to try out the vertical streaming, because vertical streaming is pretty nice to test out. Okay, now, let's see. The other thing I wanted to do is a little bit of... Let's do Byzantines. So... I can do Byzantines. Do I need a Byzantines? No. Malians. Malians it is. Okay. I don't know if Malians is still busted, but I know that they were the dark horse for a lot of it. Yeah. Actually good. Delhi. Ooh, yikes. See, actually, I think Delhi shits on Malians. Not sure. We'll find out pretty soon. As long as it's not the same guy. Oh my goodness, it's not. Thank goodness. Learning curve. Why do I feel like this is an alt account? Give me 1 sec. Where is this? Now, someone tell me, based on what you see at the top of my screen, because I can't see it for some reason. How many games has this guy played? Like AOE 4 World. Stock time! Oh my god. I think we'll go straight for the food. He's losing honorably though. That's good. he is losing honorably. That was the most important. Because I see that he only has a few games, but he's also probably like me, waited until the end of the season, and he was like, oh, I should probably play this video game, y'all. Okay. Now, when we're playing against Delhi, when what? I actually, Clippy, I have no idea when we set that up. So, yeah. Okay. Now, the other option with Malians is you can always go for the secondary, is that the secondary, what should we call it? Or the extra house, so that you can continue your journey forward into the abyss of pro scouts. But I think when you're playing against someone like Delhi, you do need to keep in mind that they can very quickly turn the game very aggressive. Now Delhi, they do have a few tricks up their sleeve, especially in this matchup. Damn. I was almost excited. That would have been great. That would have been wonderful. But no, not today. Okay. I don't actually want to go Pro Scouts. I think against Delhi, it's just too expensive. And Delhi snowballs too quickly. So if you go for Pro Scouts, big risk. Let's see. A monster quarter right over here. I feel like he went ahead and he cleaned up, but no. Okay, let's go see what he's aging up with. And let's go do the last of his sheep on his side. Boys, let's go. Okay, we're getting a Dome of the Faith, pretty normal. But with Dome of the Faith, it means that he has a few options. And unfortunately, Delhi's options are a little bit more scary than Malians. But Mike is better than yesterday? Well, I would hope so, Clippy. I didn't stream yesterday. Now, I had tech support fix it for me, so tech support did a really good job in that. Now, we need to understand exactly what this man's going for. The thing is, Delhi can also go for Pro Scouts, but they usually go for a delayed one. I'm not going to go for a Pro Scouts, as we can now see. I have decided to go for upgrades, y'all. Want to check out what the rest of the map looks like. This is a pretty safe amount. Oh, let's get a wheelbarrow. And the moment we age up, I'm gonna be able to go for a double broad axe the moment we age up. There we go. Let's go see what the first unit is he makes. Actually, I need to go scout. So basically, we are gonna go and try to contest the imaginary Ghazi Raiders that we don't know about yet. That is going to be a big surprise, right? But let's start by getting our first unit. Okay, I know I said Ghazi Raiders, but at the same time... I could fake this out. Do I fake it out? Let's see. It's stable. So, let's not be a smart ass and actually do this right. The rest of you guys over here. Great. We get sofas of our own. I'm gonna try to get as much of the upgrades as I can this early on. And I'm just gonna get rock, paper, scissors. And now let's start with what? And slowly but surely we shall add them now. I'm gonna get another one of these guys. Just gonna keep adding cows as I can afford them. You going out. Another scout actually. The scout, we should go and see what he's doing instead of just trying to fight it the normal way. Completely forgot that that's the daily play. My goodness. Sometimes we forget these things, eh? Shit. Oh, not my scout. Oh. Oh, let's go here. Okay. Now the thing is, luckily for him, he gets to go from this and actually go to castle. Oh, I think that was actually pretty good for me. Oh my god, hold on. Am I okay? I think I'm okay. Go. Keep making units. Don't stop now. Okay, did not work out that well in the end. Oof. 7 minutes. Ooh, I just need to keep making units. That is the most important here. Okay, let's see. More cows. Shit. That was a greedy move. I knew it wasn't viable. There we go. Luckily, I do have upgrades. That's not a good amount of idle time, unfortunately, though. Need to get my sofas elsewhere. Ooh, this is starting to feel a little scary. I knew that was possible. I just didn't want it to be possible. Oof. Okay. Ooh. Oh, it's a Lancer. Not great. Okay, so the Lancers are going to be a little bit of a headache to handle. But I just need to make a lot of donzos. A lot of donzos. And if I can survive at least the initial push, I should be pretty good. Let's go. Yeah, you chief. There. And I only have one stable. Potentially up that a little bit. So for 2. This reminds me of a game that Beastie lost at the tournament. Shit. And we were all like, oh, this is still fine because it's Malians, right? But it was not fine. Nothing about it was fine. But maybe this is fine. Actually, now that I think about it, this is okay. Don't get me wrong, it's not great. Holy fuck. I have lost a significant amount, I believe. It is what it is, unfortunately. Okay. Let's see what he's making. Okay. So what I'm thinking now is I'm just going to use the food that I have. This. Oh shit. Oof. Let's see. Let's check if I can possibly... Yeah. Another one? Okay. Oh shit. Oh, I was like, oh shit, I forgot to decap, but I did decap, thank goodness. Okay. Okay. And let's start with our transition a little bit. So fast, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Okay, let me just double check if there's any way for me to afford these upgrades here. Chiefs. Let's not get raided. Ooh, see. Okay, now I just need to find a way to afford Bought a little bit of gold here. Oh my god. Huh? Okay. I think with the I have the right amount of units to make this work. I need to get a few more stables. Let's collapse right on top of them. You boys. This. And how many minutes? 7 minutes. Okay. Whew. We need about 6 million more sofas, and then we're good to go. You guys can right on top here. Imported armor, thank you very much. I think I can also cancel some of these so that I can make another stable or two. Ooh. More than enough stables, actually. Okay, I think we go and push. Guys, let's go and disrupt, and all of a sudden I'm floating a lot of resources again. Woo. I wonder if I just threw the game by doing this. Maybe. Oof. Is it? Oof. Okay. Go all the way in. Yeah. We go. And I know what Malians are supposed to do. You're just supposed to raid non-stop, so...
Boji, Itaraman Dafe.
Eka kulolo.
Sodasol, Wobekelani, Boji, Alu Njoki, Sodasol.
Okay.
Vera Atara, Ibetaru la Dulamento. Ya a los daños.
Anintelute.
All the villagers.
Que se va a Pelaca. Vera Atilotu. Vera Atilotu. Topalu. Stop.
Mujamarite.
Eka kilo amuta ko aketale.
Alu Pareta Gigola. Ilazualu Alu Tara Paredula. Alu na Yamaruto.
Okay, that's a lot of units that he just threw away. Okay. Whew.
Alu Pareta Gigola. Alu Soronono. Muyanta Ilazualu.
Okay. And lastly, we are gonna need more food. Like right now, please. Let's go get some gold here.
Boji, Itaraman Dafe.
Keta.
Asota Pare.
Oke, takawa Beka munyankaso ila kilama.
Sordas. Yamaru Beyenja. Yamaru Ilajo. Sordas.
Oh my god. What a cheeky boy. Okay, so with the keep there, we ignore the keep completely and we just attack.
Yamarite Jifulo. Ke na Yamaruto. Alu Ita Sordasol. Alu
Got more units.
Boji. Alu Jok. Sordasol. Alu Teribaro. Alu Katara. Alu na Yamaruto. Sopa Yamaruto. Alu Tara. Dariato. Kalapaidalu. Alu Ipare Kimbenta Manaleti.
Oof.
Boji.
Not these, not these. Oh, actually, let's do that. Let's do exactly that. Oh, no, 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 we don't need to. Like this. No, no, no. Jeez. We've got that one. I'm getting this one. Actually, I could just get a keep. Instead of wasting my resources on upgrades, let's just get a keep. Okay.
Beka kilotu. Ila tumalu.
Oh, I need to make units. As we can see, I stopped producing there for a few moments. Oh, I want these guys, thank you. Let's quickly get my building repair upgrades as well. Okay, more units. More horses, please. Double check upgrades. Perfect. I think I did it. I don't want to be too... Yes! Okay, that's good. That's good. We did it. We're back! Okay, let's just quickly see what I did here with the traders. Now, the triple trade is not necessarily a good idea. I think with the keep here, it makes it a little bit better. I could have put my keep a little bit forward as well. Because, ooh, this, however, is a problem. Now, he invested on a keep over here on the big gold. But it does not look like he really utilized it. So with the keep, you control some resources. And if you then put forward farms, you're very open to raiding. Now, with this I would say you're definitely giving your opponent a lot more opportunity to raid you. Because this TC doesn't protect all of that. And he doesn't have a tower or anything that the villagers can garrison in. The houses that you could possibly garrison in all the way back here as well. Now, I'm not active enough to do anything about this, but most players at my rank would be able to punish him at least for making this decision. So, not necessarily the easiest way to go about these, but yeah. So, 1 second. What did I just get here? My flight that I booked 2 months ago, just got an email that it was rebooked. And I'm like, what? I really, really just want them to give me my money back so I can book a different flight. Oh my God. Flying to South Africa has been an absolute nightmare. We're back in Conqueror. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. So what I would like to do is I quickly want to go and see if we have some of the pro games that we could potentially look at for guides, because I am not going to be trying to out macro the top players, of course. Now, I know that there's KPMM going on, so I do know there's a Wham game. Ooh. There is another one. A lot of people are playing their KPMM matches, so we should be able to snack on a few here and there. Now, based on if Wham's match history is open, because I think with these games you do often have to leave your match history open. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Good, good, good. Okay. I just want to look for the matchups that we can actually go through. Rus. I think this might be a good one. Okay, Rus for beginners. And let's see. Or did I do that already? I have no idea. Oh, there we go. Malians. Yes. Okay, cool. Oh my God. Okay. I think I'm about to bug out here, unfortunately. The required mods in a world where the game will download what we need. It would be lovely to have such an opportunity. Okay, so basically what happens now is I didn't download the map, so now I have to restart the game because this is 2025. We do not have the ability to allow that yet. Noob watching here, is there keys to select all stables and military buildings? Yes, there is, and I'll go into that in a second. Okay, let me quickly see what we can do here. Okay. So what we want to be able to do with military building specifically. If you are a person really hoping to do that, you go straight here into game, controls, obviously controls. And you'll see here building selection. So building, select all military production buildings. Mine is set to F1. If yours is set to F1, probably not the case, you know? But it could be. So in that case, just adjust it to be the button that you want. I don't actually use these, by the way. So I keybind mine on a few different controls. But I think that's actually a good point for if you're doing a beginner guide. Okay. Actually, let's just go into my history and deal with that. Carmel. Check. The game does take a while to start back up. Let's see. MSN should also have... No, of course he hides his match history. I thought he was playing tournament. In a lot of the tournaments, you have to open up your match history. And it makes it a little bit easier to actually see a little bit of strategy there. Ballland. Ooh. Killed Jardy and MSN. Okay. See, that's a good match. Okay, what we're going to be doing is... Oh no, it just started. No. Okay, I'll try to catch that one a little bit later then. Let me see, kill Jardy. He should have his match history open. Thought so. Thought so, yes. Okay. There we go. Okay, good. We have a dry Arabia Malian game that we can work with. The problem is now we're up against Mongols. And that changes the game completely. But okay, let's quickly do one of these to talk about specifically civilizations that are aggressive in the early game. So I have not watched this replay, but based off of what we know about this video game, we know that Mongols is an aggressive civilization. And unfortunately, this means that you usually don't get to be as greedy with Malians as you usually want to. So let's quickly go and see exactly what Kiljardi decides to do. Now, Malian's opening is pretty simple. It's standard all around, but what we can see here is Kiljardi is going for the pit mine and instantly sending 5 villages onto wood. Now, the reason for this is Malians is a civ that loves to put their pit mines down so that they can get passive gold. Now, getting passive gold from a pit mine is great because obviously your villagers aren't doing anything. The problem now comes when you're up against a civilization that loves to be aggressive. And Frodo is exactly on that civilization. As we can see here, he's got 5 villages on wood still. After all this time, where usually some civilizations just get 1 load of wood, but with Mongols, you now get to make a few decisions. Mongols also has a civ that they can be a little bit more greedy, they can go put a pasture down, but Kiljardi is coming in and he's instantly going to go and scout to see what Mongols is doing. He's going to try to find the position of the Uwu to understand if there's space here for a military building. Now, Malians, 90% of Mongols, 90% of the time, they will go for their barracks, and Kiljardi timed it perfectly to see that. So what we see now with Malians, in a usual build, what they will do is they'll finish their houses around. Usually, we want to go for 6 houses. Now, because this is a beginner guide, I'm not going to tell you when to go for 8. Actually, I'm going to tell you when to go for 8 houses or for more. You want to complete the circle if you want to go for pro scouts. But since we don't want to be going for pro scouts, we actually just want to be aggressive in this case. It's not that urgent to put all the houses down. And also, we can see it just gives you enough pop cap to make sure that you don't get to a point where you can't make more villages. Okay, so he only gets 4 houses here. This means he's going to have 30 supply because each of these houses provide 5 population space, unlike 10 with usual civilizations. But instantly, he puts more villages on wood. Because a usual Mali game, you put your houses down, you pull off of wood, but this one is where you need to be aggressive. He's playing against Mongols, so with Mongols, he's going to be dealing with a guy producing double spearmen. And usually this means a tower rush follow-up as well. Now Frodo, he's sending his villager, he gets intercepted by a wolf, and behind this Kiljardi is just getting ready to make his own spearmen. Or in Malians' case, he's going to be making donzos. Now donzos are a little bit more expensive than spearmen. As we can see, the usual cost is 60-20. So they're a little bit heavier on the wood. So with Kiljardi, he's aware that this is going to be an expensive investment. And with that, he leaves 3 villages on wood and 11 villages on food. So basically, he's just rallying all his new villages onto food. And he's just going to constantly produce donzos. Now, why we want to fight this and why we don't just put a tower down to defend our gold is because Malians has an extra ability with their donzos. They can throw a spear every now and again. Or a javelin. And because of that, you can trade pretty well. But Kiljardi knows that he's most likely not going to be able to take this early fight. So what he does is he instantly sends these guys a little bit deeper in so that he can try to intercept these reinforcements. Now that he has 3 on the way, he's like, okay, let me go and defend. He sees the villager building the tower as well. And he targets the villager with the javelin. He does not waste the javelins on the spearmen because he knows the most important part is to stop this tower from going up. So now another 2 here. But the moment he sees he's got 3 donzos against 2 spears, that is when you can actually contest this fight properly. So with this villager, a little bit of a bug here with the fire being thrown at the villager, but you can't help that. That's just part of the game. We now see with 3 donzos, he is able to contest this for now, as Frodo made 5 spears. This is going to mean Kiljardi sees this, and he's most likely going to have to keep investing if Frodo decides to be aggressive. But because the donzos already did so much damage to the villager, he pulls the villager back, and he's like, I do not want you to die. We can also see Frodo stop making spears, and Kiljardi, he doesn't know this, because you can't just know it unless you're scouting. So for him, he's just continually making donzos and aging up behind it. Frodo is going to follow that up as well. So in the early game, when you're dealing with an aggressive civilization like the Mongols, you want to make sure that you just stop the tower from going up, as the Malians. Most of the civilizations can also do pretty well against this. If you want to make any spears in your base, you can do that, especially because your reinforcements are a little bit closer. And I'll call it defenders of advantage, but it's just keep up to the level of what your opponent has. The usual limiting factor for you is going to be whether your food runs out. Because this early game means that both of you are pretty heavy on the food. And the person that stops producing, they usually lose that early game from here on out. So very, very important to just make sure you have enough food to actually sustain this and out-sustain your opponent. Otherwise, he's just going to have more spearmen than you. And then you're cooked. And then GG next. So that's basically the situation with these guys. Now, that is basically going to be it, dealing with the aggression. From here on out, it's just a standard Malian game. Except now Malians has a little bit more gold because, you know, you were kind of just letting those houses tick-tick-tock all the way through. Now, for the rest of Malians, we will be going over another game, but basically just dealing with the aggressive civilizations here. Now, there are other instances where you do have something like in English you're playing against, but trust me, that's a whole different video. So, let's go on to the next one. Dealing with aggressive boys, right here. Let's quickly see what MSN is doing, because now this game should be a little bit deeper. I don't know, is this KPMM? I just don't want to cast over it if KP is casting on his channel. Because that would be a BM move. No, he's not online. I don't know if this is for the KPMM tournament at all. But what I'm going to do with this game is we're first going to be casting it. So I'm going to do a usual cast here that you guys can see exactly how we do the noob cast. I'm going to explain why they make decisions to them. And you can understand what is happening at every part of the game. So for now, this is not going to be a build. This is just going to be, let me explain why each of these players are doing what they're doing. These players currently in their tournament matches, they are 1-1. So this means that this game is pretty important. If this is a best of 3, the one that takes this, or the one that wins this, takes this. So let's start out talking about House of Lancaster versus HRE. So HRE is a civilization that has a little prelate here, this bad boy. He can inspire the villagers to just work a little bit faster. We can see here the gathering rate is plus 35 because he's got the shiny shine on top of him. What this means is he's inspired, he's going to work harder, but it is temporary. So when you are inspiring these villagers, they only get inspired for a certain amount of time. Now, let's quickly go over to Kiljardy here. Kiljardy is playing House of Lancaster. House of Lancaster, a civilization that starts out with more sheep from the starting TC, which is pretty great because this means you don't need to go that hard on being a greedy scouter because you already have, you don't need to bring your scout back. You can actually just keep scouting and see what your opponent's doing because you're not going to run out of food. Now, MSN playing HRE, he has to be aware that House of Lancaster can very easily outboom you. But at the same time, MSN, he's a player that likes to be aggressive and he likes to be a little bit spicy. So him having the HRE, he is going to be able to dictate how much pressure he wants to put up. Now, HRE, they are very good at going fast castle. They are very good at getting their expansion started. Their economy is boosted. 35% is a pretty significant jump in economy. Kiljardy, on the other hand, he needs to be very, very careful on not over-investing. So both of these players going for a pretty standard opening here, as we see 8-3 on each side, and the next villages will be rallied onto food, usually, except for House of Lancaster. So House of Lancaster, they usually like to go for their manors from here on out. Now, with the manors, you need to build it with stone. So, as we can see, that's quite a significant amount, but he is doing something a little bit differently. He is going with the Abbey of Kings. Now, House of Lancaster for the last while has been played with the other landmark. They've been being played with House of Lancaster because it's like a big chunky tower that makes those manors shoot even better. Then they shoot, full stop. On the other hand though, MSN is going for his Arcane Chapel, which is pretty standard because with the chapel you inspire everything in a circle, which means all your villagers are going to be glowing and they're going to be working even harder. This prelate is running around inspiring villagers, making sure that they are working harder, so as the inspiration runs out, he can just light them back up and they will work so hard. But with a mill that he's putting down now, getting a mill this far out is not because he's telling himself, hey, I want to go on the berries. What he's actually doing is, with 3 on gold, he's most likely getting these resources to try and get an upgrade. So, wheelbarrow, a very safe upgrade to be getting. And on the other side, let's go look at Kiljardy's base. He is just going for stone.
Bystripe rated your channel with 4 viewers.
Thank you, Bystripe. So, Kiljardy is getting 3 on stone, which is standard if you are going for House of Lancaster manors. Now, with the Abbey of Kings, MSN is aware that this is happening. But this is a very interesting landmark to go for, because you, of course, get your king. But this king is not the same as the English king. It feels a little bit different, but let's go see. They are 100 food and 60 gold. I actually didn't know that until I clicked on it. So you get the first lord for free, but after that you need to produce them. And they do take quite a while to produce. With him not having any on gold, this means he's most likely not going to be doing that much to get his kings out. He is getting his manors, 3, that's what you can make at the start of the game without any upgrades. And he's got a lot of villages on wood, so he's most likely just going to be living his best life, making buildings. As we can see, the first man or second manor now coming up, and now the villagers over here on gold. His king is out, or the Lord of Lancaster here. Now instantly you see it being rallied towards the resources of MSN. Now MSN, he decided not to go for the wheelbarrow upgrade, but rather being a little bit more greedy, going for the professional scouts. Now, professional scouts is expensive, but it's also another reason you would put a mill down. And it slows down that starting phase of the game where you're actually the one trying to put pressure on House of Lancaster. So he is going to be having to deal with the Lord of Lancaster, because obviously he saw that there is now a Lord of Lancaster coming. So in the stable, he quickly gets a horseman to try and handle this. Now, I don't actually know the interaction between these two, but yeah, the Lord of Lancaster, he does pretty well against this. The horse trying to fight a good fight, but there is another horse on the way and a men-at-arms at the same time. So because Kiljardy went for the House of... he went for Abbey of Kings, he is now going to need to make units to shut this down. So MSN wants to be pro-scouting. He wants to make scouts, send them around the map, pick up the deer, but he can't just do that for free. He needs to actually sit and think about this. And he's now taking out his prelate to ensure that he can heal up his horsemen. Now that is pretty smart, because all of these villagers are still inspired, but he just popped it out quickly to inspire the horsemen too. Now, with the extra horses, he's able to contest this one Lord of Lancaster, but there's a second one here as well. So this fight is going to start getting harder and harder for him. But we do see he feels pretty confident about taking this fight until the men-at-arms arrives. He realizes he does need to pull back. It does look like this Lord is going to be able to do good damage, but at this point, it looks like he will be going down. 48 right now. The third Lord of Lancaster now coming on in. You can make 4 of these, and he has his own Hobelar. Now, the Hobelar is an interesting unit. It's the replacement for horsemen for House of Lancaster, and they cost gold. But what makes them pretty interesting here is the fact that they don't have any melee armor. So melee units destroy these guys, but Kiljardy, he just wanted to get a unit out. So he was like, let me invest in this. Behind this now, MSN decides, okay, I'm going to get more villagers on gold and decide what to do from there. But now the men-at-arms are facing off against the lords, and we see he desperately wants to get this tower up, because with this tower, he can actually defend this. The prelate has been popped out from the Arcane Chapel just to heal up any of the units he can. He does lose a villager, and the villagers around here will pop inside the tower. Now, with this tower, Kiljardy has to make an even bigger reaction. He can't just sit back and be like, oh, you are gonna go get all the gold you need, yes. You don't want that, because of course, if you give your HRE all the gold they need, they are going to castle. And that's exactly what MSN is planning to do. He notices, okay, I have quite a bit of food. I don't have the gold for this yet. Let me make a few more horsemen so that I can try and make this powerful. What he quickly did here is he popped the prelate inside the Arcane Chapel to inspire everyone and popped it back out so that he can heal up the units. But now, Kiljardy is still making units behind this. As we can see, he just keeps making Hobelars. So the Hobelars, again, they don't have any melee armor, but they do have ranged armor. And that is such an important part of this. As we now can see, these Hobelars, they're quite fast as well. 188, while a scout here is only 162. So now behind this, we can see, ooh, that scout is stepsister stuck back there, not able to drop this bad boy off. But MSN, he's going for the age up. He goes for the cathedral, which means that relics on his side is going to give him double the gold he would need, or that he usually would get. But Kiljardy's army is starting to get quite scary, as we see 14 Hobelars already on the field. And they're great, but again, they don't do well in a melee battle. The thing is, they do really well in a ranged battle. Look at that. As the TC is firing at them, it's tickling them, not really doing the damage he needs. And again, you see the Hobelars going from both sides. The spearmen are destroying them, and so are the horses. But with the numbers, you can actually still take this on, and he realizes this. MSN now trying to get his units inside this, but with the villagers standing idle, he realizes, I am in trouble, because these little arrows are firing at the Hobelars, and they're not doing a lot of damage. He needs to try and not lose more villagers, so instantly pops out all the villagers into the TC. The age up has been stopped, and behind this, Kiljardy just keeps making units. He believes this is it. And at the same time, he's being so careful because Lord of Lancaster, they're a little bit tanky, and they're just soaking up all the arrow shots as well. Now, one of them will be going down, but they're pretty chunky. More villagers are running around, and you can see MSN's economy is completely idle, with more Hobbelars coming. And Kiljardi, he just keeps making the kings so that they can be spicy. Villagers now fighting as well. He realizes, hey, these guys don't have melee armor, so maybe my villagers will be doing a good job as well. Now, all the villagers have been spooked a little bit. This was idled out for quite a significant amount of time. MSN realizes, I need to get back up, because now he's lost 5 workers already. The thing is now, Kiljardi has made more Hobbelars. So even though MSN is aging up, it doesn't feel like it's... Most cases, this might be over, but Kiljardi, he needs to see what he decides to do. He's now stopped making units, and instead he is going for Castle Age himself. Now, you can see he's also running a little bit low on food, but House of Lancaster does pretty well without food, because the manors provide food as well. Now, Kiljardi is about to click the age up. MSN has hit the age up already. And now the question is, how many relics is he going to be able to get? So his first prelate is inside the Arcane Chapel. It's not going to pick up the relic just yet. So he needs to start to make a move to get those up and running. But he's being very careful. He realizes, hey, I lost quite a bit. At the same time, he needs to take a risk right now, and the White Tower is being put in the middle of the base. Oh, in the middle of the map. So Kiljardi, with this White Tower, he's securing a massive gold vein, which is going to be quite important in the later stages of the game. But he does leave his base pretty exposed. So this is usually a really nice position to be in, because it means like, hey, you are actually going to be able to control the resources for quite a while. But the question is MSN actually going to make this feasible for him? Is MSN going to be aggressive enough to shut this down? But MSN hasn't even started to pick up relics yet. So this is telling us he is in a pretty sticky situation. He's scared, he doesn't know what's going on, and he's not scouting what's going on, as the scout is still in the base. Now, MSN, he does have a few prelates already, as we see now 3 total. He is going to go and move out now. It should give him the confidence to move out and pick up this relic. But at the same time, as he's attacking, Kiljardi is attacking as well. He knows exactly when to strike. The villagers are taking a lot of damage. He lost 1 more, but Kiljardi, now seeing he's not going to find a lot more with these Hobbelars, and now the counterattack is happening. The thing is, the counterattack is not doing too well against this very, very spicy White Tower. The White Tower doing an absolute amazing job at pushing everything back, but MSN got what he came for. He got the relic, so he's getting that one and another one, and finally getting access to the rest of the deer with his pro scouts. Now, both of these civilizations, they are really good at sitting back and booming. Now, I'm a little bit worried, because with the resources that MSN is floating, it feels like MSN might be planning to go for Imperial, which is so risky. And the thing is, Kiljardi might not make that an option for him. We can see now the Hobbelars trying to shut this down. The Knights are here though, and they're trying to stop this, but they respect all of these units at the same time. Ooh, the Earl's Guards, they have a little throwing ability as well, but with sheer mass that MSN has over here, he's going to be able to take this fight pretty well. The relic now being picked up from Kiljardi, because he doesn't just need to pick up the relics for himself. He needs to find a way to deny this from MSN, because MSN, he wants that double gold income. And as we can see, these units now absolutely getting obliterated. And even though Kiljardi was doing amazing up until this point, this is a major sacrifice that he just made. So Kiljardi, he's ahead in villagers. He's already got the manors. Manors are pretty great at generating these passive resources, but he only has 3. And 3 manors, they just don't have the same effect as when we see that with Lancaster having 9 already. But at the same time, he has lost a significant amount of units. And MSN behind this, he now gets to decide, am I going to stay in feudal, or am I actually going to fight this thing in castle with the relics in my back pocket? So now he's getting more stables, which tells me this man is going to be playing a very horsey game. The prelate not putting the relic down just yet. He may have forgotten about this, which means it's not... there we go. It was not generating resources up until now. And by the way, guys, if you have questions, please ask them in chat. I can address them. And especially because I'm now multitasking. So on YouTube and or Twitch, both are fine. So we can now see Kiljardi has switched to crossbowmen. The thing is, Kiljardi is preparing for knights. So crossbowmen would do amazing. But MSN, he had a feeling this would be happening. And he's getting horsemen himself. Now, horsemen are going to do an amazing job at dealing with the crossbows. The problem is now, it looks like Kiljardi is seeing the horsemen in this composition. So with that, he now knows that there might be something else up that he needs to prepare for. But at the same time, he keeps making crossbows. So it does look like he says, I know it's coming, but I'm okay with it. Getting his 4 Lords of Lancaster in queue again. He wants these bad boys to come on in and do the damage they need to do. Now, Kiljardi is getting the Sacred Sites, and it does give him that extra bit of gold that he needs, although he's got the big gold. He is not too upset about losing out on these relics in general. Only giving 3 relics to MSN. Kiljardi probably feels okay with this. This is not the best position, as you don't want HRE to have that extra relic. But at the same time, you've denied him from 2, if the other one makes it back to the base. Idle villager. And I see if HRE and Lancaster were ice cream flavors, what flavors would they be? That's a really tough question. HRE, banana, just because of the flag. It's a civilization. Everybody can taste, everybody can do a little bit with a banana. You can put it in any recipe. You can put it in a protein shake. You love it, but it's not your favorite flavor. And then on the other hand, we have House of Lancaster, which, as the color now presents, is going to be orange. Orange, you can cut it a specific way. There's a lot of controversial opinions on how you peel it and how you serve it. Some people eat it like a mandarin. So that's exactly House of Lancaster. It is something that you can... It has layers or slices, and you get to decide how you slice the pie. So I see what's up with Beastie. He's going to be addressing that on his stream on Monday. So just go check him out on Monday, and he will be answering all your questions that you might have. Now, MSN has a lot of horses, and at this point Kiljardi sees it and he realizes, hey, this crossbow composition of mine is not going to be doing so hot against all of these horsemen. And MSN is the kind of guy who does this, and he does it, he overcommits onto this. He believes, okay, this is what I need. But remember when I told you guys, the choice from Kiljardi to put his white tower out here is very, very risky because it leaves his base exposed. And that's exactly what's going on right now. The horses, they are going to an unprotected House of Lancaster base. So with House of Lancaster now, this is a very exposed base that he can just go and attack. He can go and destroy manors, which are so expensive. Or he can just raid and pick up a villager or 2 along the way. Now, at the same time, there does seem to be some aggression coming from Kiljardi, but not too much. These guys looking for some damage. They're going to be seeing manors, getting some great ideas on shutting them down. But we see the villagers being pulled away. Luckily for them, they have a wheelbarrow, so they run a little bit faster, which is great. Now the market is coming on in. That's when you know that Kiljardi realizes, hey, I'm going to be a little bit starved of resources. And with the amount of gold he has in the bank, he probably wants to be getting food instead. He stopped making any units because he does not have the resources for it. Or he's just a little bit overwhelmed. Now the archers switch is coming in from MSN as well. As the horses have been revealed, he knows that his opponent is going to be going for spears and crossbows. So with that composition, you very easily have an answer with archers. So now he's getting his own archers and slowly doing his trend. Getting his own archers. Where are all those archery ranges? There they are. Never mind. I was looking at the wrong base. But you can see a massive horse army again, all the way here at the back. Kiljardi is trying to do a little bit of damage himself now. But all of a sudden, that lead Kiljardi had, it doesn't feel that significant anymore. If you look at the resources per minute, Kiljardi is only getting 400 food per minute, while MSN is on 1,400 already. And that is a tough one. Now, for the archers over here, it looks like MSN is spending every bit of food that he has. And he's finally getting +1 ranged attack. +1 ranged attack makes this really, really nice, because you are going to be able to deal with all of these units towards you. Kiljardi going for a siege workshop as he sees this massive amount of archers as well, and he probably needs to find an answer to this. The thing is, again, if he plays against HRE with this many horsemen, he is just going to be losing that siege if he does not protect it. And he says the way of protecting it is just getting more spears. But he's about to face this pretty massive army now. And it does look like he does not want to face that. After seeing it, you can see those units are just saying, nah, not yet. The crossbows now standing here at the front. The spearmen against spearmen as well. They try to take that fight. The horsemen should be flanking around and getting on top of the crossbows any second now. But instead, he just goes straight for the front line. And apparently, MSN's army is pretty crazy enough to run into the spears and come out pretty much, I was going to say ahead. But it looks like the horsemen not running around actually led to a lot of losses here for MSN. Now, he is able to clean up most of these, but just a few more units on Kiljardi's side. And I think MSN might have lost it right then and there. He did not use the horsemen to go onto the ranged units, and very often that can cost you the game. Now, these guys, Kiljardi now sitting to the back here, he's asking himself, how am I going to be handling all those horses? With the prelates now standing at the front, I want you guys to notice, all of a sudden, these guys are inspired. Now, military units deal +15 damage and gain 1 armor. So this is usually a mechanic from HRE we don't always get to see. Because prelates, they're usually used to inspire villagers. They are not always out here doing all of that. So now MSN hoping to take another big fight and take him down. But you guys can see his positioning. He's placed himself here at the bottom so that he's easily going to be able to go into the base, because he knows the White Tower is over here. He doesn't need to go fight into the White Tower. He just gets to leave the White Tower be. Now, the army, again, looking for a little bit of damage. He gets some towers out to try and get some vision, and it looks like MSN is being a little bit careless with these horsemen as he's losing them to all the masses of spears. Now, MSN behind this, he is committing to a lot of archers, but still making horses. So, let's go see what the situation is here at the back. Kiljardi making mangonels because he knows about those archers. And MSN not really sure how he's going to do the significant amount of damage he needs to do to Lancaster. He's being very methodical and careful about this. So, let's go... Oh, wrong button. Let's go see what he decides to do as he goes on in. He pushes forward and goes straight towards the Abbey of Kings. Now, the Abbey of Kings, it heals up, just like it does for English, but this is not what you want to be attacking. This isn't doing damage to your opponent. What MSN wants is he wants to stop Kiljardi from producing as much as he wants. So, Kiljardi now getting a little bit of movement speed on his siege here, and this could cost him the game. We do see a pretty good shot coming on there, taking down 2 archers, but he needs to be careful because the prelates are all the way to the back, and the mangonels, they are not going to be kind. So MSN pulling back, not too sure if he can take this himself, but all of a sudden, this is a pretty scary army moving out. The problem is just, for Kiljardi, ooh, I say problem, but those mangonels are making this not a problem at all. More horsemen in queue, as we do see, he's respecting the fact that the mangonels are quite spicy. So now MSN is not really sure how to go from here. You can see he's not that comfortable at this point of the game to actually do the damage he needs to do without losing his army. Now he starts to get his own siege workshop going down, but now Kiljardi trying to get control of the rest of the map as well. As the army is slowly moving out, he pulls back because he realizes I cannot be greedy about this. MSN now making his own mangonel. But as we hear the resources run out, we know that there's still a small gold here at the back for MSN. He's HRE, so he does get doubled gold from his relics. So he's probably not going to be too worried about these big golds being denied. But of course, you don't want to be giving your opponents unlimited amounts of that. What we do need to keep in mind, though, is Kiljardi has decided to change up his composition, and he's gonna go for Yeoman. Now, Yeoman, ooh, those mangonels hitting rocks from all around the globe, and they are hitting heavy. Sacred sites now in the hands of Kiljardi, and we do see the horsemen trying to find an opening here, but the yeomen here at the front, mangonels, are going to be the deciding factor here. We do see that both of these mangonel parties, they need to be hitting the right amount of units. We do see mangonels here hitting a few yeomen, but is it going to be enough? It looks like Kiljardi's army is quite chunky. The mangonels doing amazing work. They do get shut down, but now the yeomen, they do have the money shot ability, so they do money shot right on top of these units from MSN. Now, it doesn't look like MSN has lost this completely just yet, but he did take significant losses here as he's trying to kite backwards. The Lords of Lancaster are taking a significant amount of soaking up here, and the mangonel getting a beautiful shot here at the back. So now, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like MSN has lost the masses. The yeomen trying to get a little bit of damage here, but it does not look like they have all their arrows loaded up. The thing is now, they are in the base of MSN, and now MSN can probably try to let the TC do the talking as well, but the TC is idle. He does not have the resources to keep sustaining this, and House of Lancaster is drowning in food at the moment as they have their 9 manors up, and he has all the resources in the world that he needs. Now, Kiljardi, he knows he doesn't need to end it right here and now, but it would be a pretty good idea. Now, MSN finally sitting back with a very small army, and he now has to know that when the food sources on the map here runs out, he's pretty cooked. We already see one of the food sources down here running out. He did get a few farms set up, but the problem with the forward chapel is it does get hit pretty easily. So now with all of these units at the front line, MSN's economy is completely idle. Let me just see. Oh, that's how it works. So MSN's economy is completely idle, and Kiljardi is going for the killing blow. He's getting siege engineering now so that he can make some ramps and start pushing out to end this. MSN, he doesn't have an answer to this right now. There's no comeback mechanic here because there's no unit he can make to actually take on this army. So now with the yeomen getting their upgrades, the farms all getting destroyed, we see the food economy absolutely obliterated. MSN should be tapping out any second, but Kiljardi, he's the grandpa in the community. So MSN, he probably doesn't want to give grandpa the free win. He makes him work for it, pushing all the way through. It looks like Kiljardi is going to have to get the deadliest mangonel shot in all of the land and eliminate him via landmarks. MSN really making him work for it. Now, the farms here at the back also idle. It does look like he is giving it his all with the horses. His last hurrah is trying to shut down the mangonels. He gets one of them, but there's many, many more, and these archers are just not doing the damage against some of these armored units as he needs them to do. Kiljardi behind this, he's got the farm transition. He's fine. You can see MSN has had enough, and that's where he calls it. Yes. And that was the over-explaining of Age of Empires 4. In a civilization matchup. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's very different from usual casting because we just explain everything too much. But yes. So guys, I'm gonna call it right now because I actually have to go do some stuff. So I'm gonna leave you guys somewhere else. Hello everyone, I see everyone is here, yeah. Hello Magnavos, Dog Belt and Laughing Man, oh Flop die Vlam, Darkwater and Frost Legend, yes. So guys, I'm actually gonna be cutting it short right here. I do have some responsibilities as we do. Ooh. And let me see who is live and pumping. It does look like it is going to... Let me see who I can raid. Where are all our big streamers on a Saturday? Where's Demu, man? Demu, where are you, sir? Okay, I'm going to send you guys over to Sort of, as he is our StarCraft goat. Ooh, hold on. Am I back on German? I was going to say, I think I'm back on German keyboard. Give me 1 second. Ah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, guys, go give sort of all your love. And on Twitch, the rest of you on YouTube, it will be an awkward few seconds where I just look at you and slowly end the streams. So guys, thank you very much. Goodbye. And I'll probably see you guys on Tuesday. So, ciao, ciao.